Hey, what is up you guys? I'm James from James Reptile. Today we're going to do some quick updates and overviews of the reptile room. We're going to show you, show you some new things going on, give you some ideas of what's to come in the future, and hopefully give you guys some ideas to help yourselves with your reptile room and your business. So stick with me. This isn't officially a reptile room tour. I'll probably be doing one of those pretty soon, but I was going to talk about, what's going on, how I feel, and new things in the reptile room. A little dust right there. So without further ado, let's hop right into it, and hopefully you guys enjoy. So when you first walk into the reptile room, there's a lot more space than there used to be, and the reason for that, oddly enough, is I got a new incubator. So this guy down here, I have Velcro to the side, the remote. And if I can turn it on, let's see, here we go. It lights up, changes all sorts of colors, does all sorts of things. Was that vibrated or my phone? I don't know. But this is my new incubator. Obviously the shelves are removable. This is for next year, just because I had my corn snake eggs just on a shelf this year and they did fine. But I also was extremely tight on leopard gecko space. Like, I was at a point where, like, if one or two more clutches hatched out, I didn't know what I was going to do for space, and that was not good. So now I have 3 incubators, and I plan on getting an even bigger one. Eventually, the guy who made this incubator, I have looking for a wine fridge that would fit this space and probably be 2 or 3 times as tall. So he's going to be trying to make that for me. He has to find that first and get the materials for it, and that'll probably replace this if that day ever comes. This one will probably either get moved onto this rack or sold or something, but I needed something for this year. So there's that, and what I mean, there's more space, right? That's crazy. I put in a bigger incubator. I reorganized the closet. I wasn't really using that space. I just kind of had a couple random things thrown in there. So I reorganized it. That's the closet. I'm not even going to go into detail. This that I'm using to breed my mealworms, I'm at the point where I have so many leopard geckos that it's not enough. And I know next year's going to be even worse. And, I have the time a little bit. So I bought a second one. And my plan was stack it on top and just make it like 20 drawers tall, right? That's the plan, and it still is, except I opened this up and one of the tubs are broken. I actually put it all together, and then I realized one of the tubs is broken. There's a kind of a big hole in it, which if you're doing crafts, it doesn't really matter. You can tape it up, but I'm not doing crafts. I'm putting worms in it, and the worms will get out. So I have to take this back to Michael's and get a different one. I'll probably do that on the way to work. And while we're talking about work, I want to talk to you guys. The reptile room's been doing really good this year. I hate to say it, but I breed for profit. If I were in the fish community, which I lightweight am a little bit, no one ever has a problem with that. But for some reason in reptiles, God forbid you make money on your reptiles, right? That's what I do. I make money on my reptiles. I plan this year, the goal, and I say this, I sigh because I don't want to say it and have it not happen, but at some point, this is peak season right now, right? Look at all the baby corn snakes, look at all the baby leopard geckos. Sold a bunch of crested geckos, so there's not many left, but we're at peak season, and it's almost too much work. I plan next year to at least work a little bit part-time, instead of 5 days a week, maybe 4, maybe 32 hours. I think that would really help, and I think I can afford to do it at this point. So this is all cleaned. I took that out and cleaned it today. I have to move, I think, that one next, and then probably that one, and then probably this one again, even though we haven't done that one, but there's only 2 geckos, so it doesn't get really dirty. But I try to cycle these out. Eventually, it'll probably be morning geckos, quad stripes, Dalmatians, gargoyles, lily whites, and then I'll probably have another one that'll be like reds or something. That's in the future. I'm not in any rush to do that because the cresteds don't make too much money. I'm kind of like, hey, if I'm going to get something, I might as well get something that makes me more money so I can jump up to these other projects quicker. Leopard geckos, I've been saying it for a while. I need another one of these racks. I ordered the rack. It's a month out. I talked to an actual person. They have it in stock. It's just coming from Canada because Reptile Basics had it out of stock. I bought 40 of the bigger tubs, so I've got 160 of these tubs, which I don't need, and I'm going to have 46 of those tubs, which is perfect. So everything in here that's bigger and all the males will go over there. And all these will get out of tubs, finally. I've been stressing about these guys. They're doing fine in tubs because the ambient temperature is actually pretty high in here. But that'll also take all the males out of the breeder rack and give me more space for females who need lay boxes, so they need those thicker tubs, right? So that'll give me more space for those guys. And then I can really dial in the projects for next year, decide what I'm going to sell, what's not going to sell, possibly going to sell some adult females. There's 1 or 2 adult female corn snakes that'll probably get sold this year. So if you're interested in that at all, please hit me up. This is, of course, he tipped his water over, but I'm holding back at least 1 Blue Beauty. That's one for sure. I have to decide on another one. I've sold about 3 or 4 so far, so I have about 5 or 6 left. If you're interested in a Vietnamese Blue Beauty, let me know. $450 for a male, $550 for a female. For a pair, it's $1,000 shipped. Go ahead, email me, hit me up on Instagram, whatever you want. Corn snakes, they're definitely not selling like I thought they would. That's why I'm going to sell one of the adult females. I think I produced like 45 this year. I sold 1 so far. So I definitely need to sit down and post more on MorphMarket. And for less than I was hoping to get for them, which is unfortunate, but you know, I can't feed 45 snakes forever. I do have to get rid of them at some point. In terms of crested geckos, just a couple eggs left for this season. Leopard geckos, there's only 1 pair left, and hopefully that should be hatching soon. Dubia roach colony is down there. I just ordered some dubia roaches from someone in Santa Rosa, and I'm having them shipped. So it's about 25 adult females and 5 adult males, which is already some in here, but I just really want to get this colony nice and big really quick, and I'm willing to put money into it because as soon as that colony is booming, and I spent $55 on roaches. As soon as the colony is booming, I can start selling like $20 worth of roaches every other week, you know. And the ultimate goal, I have to go to Walmart for this, is to get a tub this tall, but one of the longer ones that's dark, and just have a giant roach colony. I'm gonna keep the lid on it, get it nice and humid, and just get it up to get like so many in there to where I can sell them and not even worry about it. So that's under the table space. Isopods will, I want to say I'm gonna get rid of them. I keep saying that. I can't find anyone who wants to buy whole colonies, and it's hard to find someone. It's hard to sell isopods because there's just so many bigger breeders of isopods locally. But that brings me to the next thing. The isopods sell great at expos. We have a lot of expos getting canceled. The Chico Expo is coming up in about 3 weeks. A buddy of mine might be bringing some corn snakes for me to the expo. I might give him some isopods to sell too. We'll see. But this is where I really want to ask you guys' help. If any of you either know how to do this or know someone who knows how to do this, comment below. Hit me up. I'm willing to pay for the service. I want someone to make me a website. This is something I've talked about for about a year. I really wanted one really bad last year around the same time. But this year, especially right now, I almost bought a new car the other day. Not new, but a car that I really liked. And it ended up working out. They wanted me to put more money down. And I came home and I'm like, well, if I take that money I was going to put down and I really focus on the business, I can slowly get out of working my job and make it into a real business. Now, it is a real business. It does make money, just not a whole lot right now, right? So I need a website. Once I have a website, I will post things like my corn snakes. I post them all on MorphMarket, but I'll be able to post things like my corn snakes, my geckos. I'll be able to post isopods, mealworms, stuff I can't sell on MorphMarket, products. Maybe I'll keep crested gecko food in stock, so when you buy one, you can buy little baggies of crested gecko food. I want to be able to sell my James Reptiles masks. Honestly, I got them from like Uprint. The mask at itself isn't that good. They don't cover your face very good. If you like move your jaw at all, it comes off. But stuff like that. If I want to do T-shirts, if I want to do stickers, if I want to sell dubia roaches, I want it on a website. It's just some of that stuff that's getting hard to sell. I always get into fish too. I always have trouble. I go back and forth with it. But, you know, I've got snails in my tank I'd like to sell. They're not expensive, but, you know, I want to sell them. I breed them. I want to sell them. I want to start making money on the fish, and then, you know, maybe eventually we get into a bigger space. We have a website. We're a little bit more official. I can set up a rack that's just fish tanks. So that's kind of where I'm headed. So please let me know if you know how to make a website, or if you know someone who does. Definitely let me know. That's about it for right now. I'm looking around, just double checking everything. I do have some lily whites. I have 3. I'm definitely keeping one of them. One of them might sell to a friend, so I might be willing to sell the other one. If I do, it'd probably be around $500, $450, $500. If you're interested at all, let me know. It's an unsexed baby. I say that because it's much easier just to have one of you guys reach out and be like, hey, I want that animal, rather than me go through the motions of posting it, having a bunch of people ask questions or ask for pictures and then not responding. And it's just easier that way. There's a lot more leopard geckos that are going to be up for sale. A lot of the snow black knight double hets, a lot of those this year. Hopefully we won't have so many next year. There's actually a lot this year. I might have to lower the prices on those just to make sure they're moving, because I have a lot. Every time I go to add more for sale, I go to the oldest stuff, and it's always like 2 rows of that. And I'm like, why do I have so many of that, right? So do let me know, you guys. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. I'm James Reptiles. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. All that definitely helps out the channel. And, you know, with building a website and making more money and being more official, I'll be able to make more videos. I'll just have more time to do more animal stuff and make more videos. So all you guys' support really helps out. When you guys purchase on MorphMarket, it helps out. When you guys follow me on Instagram, it helps out. I swear. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a good day, and peace out.